the fuck? The first podcast of the new year 2026. The first episode of the second season of Grazil FM. And this in English? My name is Klepecher, and even though my English isn't the best, the Italian avant-garde space krautrock band Oslo Tapes' new album Låst Comet is an international release to which I was able to contribute CDs and tapes. After staring at the sun while going blind from 2023, the former album, this is already the second collab release with Oslo Tapes. I was also able to contribute CDs and tapes from the previous album, of which I still have 1 CD and 5 tapes in stock. Due to scheduling difficulties, the interview with band boss Marco Campitelli could not be realized, so today I will play the latest album in full length from my perspective via listening session and talk about my experiences, but also about the press releases and the press texts. Yeah, some citations. Incidentally, Discure from Austria kicked off this fucking edition with Heute nicht from their split album with the band Analemma or Amer. There are still 2 copies of this vinyl, of the split vinyl, which is still available in the grazil shop. Haha, so much for the advertisement. And yes, so I will start with the first track of Oslo Tapes album Låst Comet. It's the first track called Inhuman, which was including a video, which can still be watched on YouTube. And it was the first single out of this album. So have fun with Oslo Tapes. Inhuman Witch. Yes, this was the first track of the album Låst Comet from the Oslo Tapes called Inhuman Witch, and yeah, so I will tell you some details. It was together with a video which can be watched on YouTube, and yeah, I can just wie heißt denn das? Empfehlen, yeah. Yeah, I'm too lazy to watch the English expression for empfehlen. Recommend. And yeah, so who is Oslo Tapes, or who are Oslo Tapes? Some citations from the biography. Marco Campitelli, born and raised in Lanciano on Italy's southern Adriatic coast, already active with the band The Marigold since the late 1990s, founded Oslo Tapes in the early 2010s after a trip to the Norwegian capital Oslo, which left him deeply impressed. Under the influence of this infatuation, he composed and produced Oslo's first record named OT. So now it's in Italian, OT. Un cuore in pasto a pesci con teste di cane. Yeah, he produced it within a week in 2013. So this was the starting point from Oslo Tapes, and so I go to the next track called Analemma, and yeah, which has also a great video, and just listen to it. Analemma. this was the second single of the brand new album Låst Comet from the Italian avant-garde rock band Oslo Tapes. And yes, so we go through this 10-track album, including an 11th track, which is a remix. But later to this year. So I will continue the biography of Oslo Tapes and Marco Campitelli. And yeah, so it was produced the first record OT in 2013, yes, and supervised and supported by his friends from Marco, called Marco Campitelli from the band, from the legends, Faust and Ulaanbaatar. Campitelli's first attempt to capture the mystical vibes of Norway was released on the Ambula Records, who also released Ulaanbaatar and The Marigold. In 2015, he was joined by Mauro Spada and Federico Sergente from Zippo, or I think this is his nickname, Zippo. This would have been an interesting question for the interview. And together they recorded the Oslo Tapes sophomore album Tango Kalashnikov, also released on the Ambula Records, and which I strongly can recommend. This is a very strong album, and yeah, and for this to celebrate this, I don't play anything from this, but the next track. The third single, and I think it was the last single from Låst Comet. It's called Pyramid Shape, and yeah, I will tell you something about this later.
Begynnsekvens. Inngangsdøren er ulåst. Et lite dypt beveger inn. I entreen henger klær som passer årstiden. På kjøleskapet henger gratulasjoner og lykkeønskninger. Begynn forfra. Oh, fuck!
Yes, this was the third track from the album Låst Comet of the Italian avant-garde krautrockers Oslo Tapes. And yeah, I want to tell you something about this Pyramid Shades. There is a remix which I will play at the end of this episode of Grazil FM, which has been remixed by Jeff Schroeder, the former guitarist of the Smashing Pumpkins. And this is not the only famous musician who participates on this album. So I go on to the next Oslo Tapes biography facts, and there was a release called, so I hope this is correct, or in 2021 or album which I like very much. It's kind of rough, and and it was released under the prestigious Pelagic Records imprint. The album stands as a refined statement of the band's evolving sonic identity. Yes, I can prove it. Aligning them with some of the most innovative names in the progressive and post-metal scene. This is a much more collaborative effort for Oslo Tapes than the first two records. Yeah, this is true. Next to Marco Campitelli, the album was co-produced by Amaury Cambusa and James Aparicio. It's with the house engineer for Mute Records and mixing and mastering engineer. So yeah, now hold for Depeche Mode, Mogwai, and Nick Cave, and Luigi Pizzi. I hope I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Lucio Piccirilli, I think. Sorry. During production, Marco Campitelli became friends with Emil Nikolaisen of Serena Manish, who guided him through the Norwegian imagination. As a result, the record's title is also courtesy of Nikolaisen. The band played at the Roadburn Festival in the Netherlands in 21-22, one of the great festivals for alternative music in Europe. So we will get to the next track. Oh, it's called, it's a nice one again. In Deep. So have fun with In Deep from Oslo Tapes. So this was the track In Deep from the brand new album Låst Comet from the brilliant band Oslo Tapes. Which who is the special about? Yeah. Remember? Yes. Then I will go on with the biography. In 2023, there's the year of staring at the sun before going blind, and it was released by Sound Effect Records, Ecodelic Records, and yes, Grazil Records. I had the honor to release the CDs and tapes, which are nearly sold out by now. I have copies, but yeah, be quick. Staring at the sun before going blind is an album steeped in psychedelia and avant-garde music, masterfully fused into a sonic experience tinged with darkness. The work started in studio by Marco Campitelli, and his long-date producer Marco Campitelli. The duo composes, plays, and arranged every part of the album. To complete the lineup, Mauro Spada on bass and Davide Di Vigilio on the drums. Dam Marjorie Cipolla of the band Mono. Drums, what's happening here? And the Berlin-based cellist Stickerman, Federico Sergente on percussions, and Cohen on guitar and synth. And yes, please listen to this album. You don't have to buy it immediately. You have to buy this immediately. Fuck. And I go on with the next track before I lose my mind. It's a tribal track. No, it's a track called Tribe Telepathy. Please enjoy this.
Full of
this was the track Tribe Telepathy from Oslo Tapes and their newest album Låst Comet. And now I will come to the point and to the press text about the newest album, Låst Comet. So I will citate a little bit. I hope it's called citate. I read something about it. Oslo Tapes returns with Låst Comet, a journey through sonic esotericism and European avant-garde. Sonic esotericism is a very risky expression, but it fits really good. The Gestalt collective Oslo Tapes, led by Marco Campitelli, is back with their unmistakable multifaceted style, where ritualistic music and existential esotericism intertwine, distorted through a constant interplay of high and low sonic temperatures. Yes, that's a very nice language here. And Låst Comet, which in Norwegian means locked comet, but also phonetically resembles Lost Comet in English, is the new album that establishes Oslo Tapes as one of the most compelling acts in the European avant-garde gaze scene. Yes, and for this nice text, I will present you the next track. It's also this you can lean back and enjoy the track called Transpace. This was Transpace, the sixth track of the album Låst Comet by the Italian gaze monsters Oslo Tapes. Yeah, and I will continue with the facts about this album, because there are many interesting things to tell. For example, after a year of relentless creativity in the studio and stages, Oslo Tapes, led by Marco Campitelli, returns with Låst Comet, set for release in the now. It has been released in November. I think it was 14th, and so we had to postpone the release of Wortfehler and diverse Themen. It would have been released on the same day, and that's not good at all. Although the is a completely different musical style, as a Deutsch Punk versus Krautrock. It sounds familiar, but similar. Yes. So it was genau. The album has been released, and the album opens a bold new sonic chapter for the band, reaffirming their visionary approach and ever-evolving style. An hypnotic voyage through obsessive grooves, warped distortions, and esoteric synth textures conjures a ritualistic and evocative atmosphere. And similar are the reports and reviews of the music press. And yeah, it was wurde gefeiert von der Kritik. So, I told it in German. But I will now present to the next track. Huh? What do you think? I will say I will play Bizarrå for you. Bizarrå, next track. Enjoy.
inside my dream.
Yes, this was Bizarrå, the seventh track of the newest album Låst Comet by Oslo Tapes, and yeah, I'll tell you a new dream takes shape as Marco Campitelli's vocals intertwine with the voice of Emilie Lium Vårdal. So, Emilie Lium Vårdal, who is it? A Norwegian singer and multi-instrumentalist, bringing new shades to the project. This is very true. This brand new album also marks the beginning of an exciting new creative era for Oslo Tapes. And yes, you can, it's like, you can hear the development album to album. And yes, these 10 tracks were written and arranged by Marco Campitelli and Stefano Micolucci. And yeah, the band performed it by an expand Oslo Tapes line-up and produced and mixed by Amore Campusar from Faust and Ulaanbaatar. And now I will bring you, after Bizarrå, the next track. It's also Bizarrå. The next track is called, let me look, Quasistar. Yeah, enjoy. This was the track Quasistar from the album Låst Comet by Oslo Tapes, and the recording sessions for this album took place between Italy and Norway with Campitelli, Lucio Pizzirilli and Emil Nicolaisen, who also worked with Serena Manish and Brian Johnstone Massacre. This is a name, yeah. Who also co-wrote some material and feature a special guest appearance by Håkon Gebhard. And Håkon Gebhard is the legendary drummer of the band Motorcycle. Alongside a constantly evolving Italo-Norwegian collective featuring Emilia, so it's all together, Emilia Lium Vordal, Mauro Spada, Davide Di Virgilio, Lorenzo Di Lorenzo, Matteo Giancristofaro, Andrea Angelucci and Cowen again. Cowen was also part of the last album, Staring at the Sun Before Going Blind. So, and now I dropped the next big names within this collaboration, this fantastic collaboration. But before this, I will play the one of my favorite tracks, Astral Path. This was the track Astral Path by Oslo Tapes from their brand new album. What's it called? Låst Comet. Just kidding. Yes, try to be funny. Now it's over. Okay, sorry. I'll come to the next track. Mastered by James Aparicio. Sorry. Renowned for his work with Depeche Mode and Mogwai, whose unmistakable touch has further shaped the album's distinctive sonic identity. Yes. If you have people on board with who worked with Depeche Mode and Mogwai, yeah, that can't be a mistake. Yeah, wow. And yes, Låst Comet opens with the art rock textures of Inhuman, which what I played at first. Then moves through the rarefied dream gaze of Analemma. This was the second single, and with a lyric video, I think, and explores the world crowd sound of Pyramid Shape and the jazz wave vibes of In Deep. It continues with the liquid lysergic atmospheres of Tribe Telepathy, followed by the crowd manifesto Transpace, which hands the torch to the tribal decadence of Bizarrå. Quasistar floats between space synth and dreamy layers, before the raw avant-rock of Astral Path paves the way for the lysergic reverses of the closing track, what I play now, Lazarus Awakening.
hier.
Sodala, we are through, my ladies and gentlemen. This was the last track of the album Låst Comet called Lazarus Awaking by Oslo Tapes. Yes, we are finished. Yeah, now one track will play at the end of this podcast episode. This would be the remix of Pyramid Shade, remixed by Jeff Schroeder, from the ex-guitarist from 2006 to 2023, ex-guitarist of the Smashing Pumpkins, one of my absolute favorites in the 90s. And yes, there's nothing to say. The artwork, was by Druckwelle Design. It was produced, mixed by Marco Campitelli, as told, mastered by James Aparicio, who worked with Depeche Mode and Mogwai. Recorded was by the band itself, between Italy and Norway. And all tracks are written by Marco Campitelli. So, yes, you can order this album on entweder on the Bandcamp site of Oslo Tapes and grazil.at, genau. So I think that was it. Yes, just order this album. Yeah, order it, buy it. You have to order it per internet, because our web shop or Bandcamp, because I have just contacts to vinyl stores in Graz and Vienna, and they don't take in general tapes or CDs, also wenn dann nur ausnahmsweise. So I play you the last track, the remix, which is only available on tape, called Pyramid Shape Remix. And then at the end, then I'll come back again. So, tschüss. Pyramid Shape Remix by Jeff Schroeder, ex-Smashing Pumpkins. Yes, this was the bonus track only available on CD and tape from the Oslo Tapes called Pyramid Shape, the remix by ex-Smashing Pumpkins guitarist Jeff Schroeder. And yes, so I will close this chapter and order this fucking CD or tapes on grazil.at or at the Oslo Tapes Bandcamp site, or I think they have own webpage called oslotapes.it. Please hurt me if I'm wrong. And I now wanted to switch to German again, but I think das tut jetzt nicht aus, because I nearly have forgotten to mention the video release and the first single release out of the next EP, the band called Doom Death Metal band called Guyođ. Guyođ will release their newest EP called Throes of a Drowning God on January 23rd. And I'm very, very looking forward to this brilliant piece of shit of metal. And for this, they will pre-release a video from the first single called Vortex of Infinite Despair, a brilliant video which will be released on this Thursday, 8th. And I will release this video on Grazil TV channel on YouTube. And on Friday 9th, 10 in the morning. Yeah, 10 a.m. Cool, oder? Yeah, so for you, just for you, the newest single from Guyođ, the premiere of Vortex of Infinite Despair. And I thank you for listening to this again. And we will hear us next week. No, you will hear me next week again. I think there will be a Elende special, but I'm not really sure. And yes, bye.